How you doing? I'm Big D. Please keep the soldiers in DC that were shot in your prayers, along with their families, especially during the holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving. Please have a safe holiday, please. What I'm going to talk about today is the penny or the cent. Some people don't like to use the word pennies because it's the US cent. This is what I've been forced down my throat, so I'm going to just give you a little details. Some of the things I want to talk about today is why you should still keep your pennies. Reasons to keep your pennies. They are still legal tender. Although the US Mint has stopped minting new pennies, existing pennies are still legal currency and can be used for purchases. That is obvious, at least for now. Charitable givings. Many charities rely on penny donations to fund their work. So please consider maybe a local charity that you feel confident in that they're actually going to use the money of what they say their charity is. You might want to look into that as well. What percentage of the charity actually goes to the reason for the charity? That's a whole different topic. Also, sentimental value. Pennies can hold personal memories and historical significance for many people. We have also potential for collectible or collector value. You already know this. But some older or rare pennies may be worth more than the face value to the collector. Avoids the cost of cashing them in. Banks may charge fees for cashing in large quantities of pennies, so beware. So holding on to them may be a practical way to avoid these costs. Can you imagine going to a bank and they tell you, well, you have 1,000 pennies, but it's going to cost you 500 pennies for a fee. Nice. Now, what do you do with your pennies? Me? Anything older than 82, because it's about 90% copper, I keep them. The rest I have in a different type of jar because you don't know what is going to come out to be available and valuable to someone else, even though the copper content might not be high value, but the maybe the date or where it was minted might come about to be something. You never know. And if it's very worth very little, who cares? Keep them. What's it going to hurt? Take up a little space in your home? Use them in transactions. You can continue to use them in transactions through you, though you may experience more rounding and cash transactions. From the way I understand it, they're going to round up to your benefit. So you'll probably end up with more nickels than you ever thought possible. Now you can obviously deposit them into a bank. You can take them to the bank to be deposited into your account. But I believe they're going to make you roll them. Not me. I'm not doing that. Now use a coin counting machine. You can use a coin counting machine as many grocery stores to convert your pennies into cash. One of my local grocery stores, they were giving double the value for a gift card. So if you had 1,000 pennies, they give you 2,000 pennies on a gift card. That was pretty cool. There was a long line, to be honest with you. Now, use a coin counting machine is not the average individual is going to own, right? And this is, something that comes to my heart, which is charitable donations, especially to the local churches. Not only do they stay open because of those charitable donations. They also help friends and family. Like a day like today, some people don't even have the money for a turkey or the potatoes or any of the foods that you're probably going to have today. So they're going to help out those families. The local pantries, you could definitely donate it to that. And can you just imagine if you donated to that pantry and they took it to that local grocery store? They're going to need those supplies, right? Those turkeys, the potatoes, the stuffing mixes, and everything that you're going to see on your dinner table today. They could have doubled the amount of pennies that were donated and purchased everything that they need. Hopefully, there are in certain areas more people in need than ever before. Even though it looks like this year um, turkeys have come way down. I don't know about your neighborhood. I'm just telling you my experience. My turkey was normally 26 dollars. It's only a 20, just about 20-pound turkey, and it ended up being after the sale, and you didn't even have to buy $50 worth of product before you got the discount. It was you walk in, you got the turkey for 48 cents a pound, and that was at a local Wegmans in my area. Um, that's that was awesome because I had a friend that he wasn't going to be able to have a decent dinner for his family, so they were going to do a chicken, and I said, for the cost of the chicken, you can get a turkey. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I said, well, I put on Marketplace that I wanted to help out a family. I don't have a lot of money myself, but so I purchased everything from a couple of pies, an apple pie, a pumpkin pie, a bag of potatoes, the stuffing mix, a couple of different vegetables, and a turkey. And the turkey was only not even $8. They requested a certain size turkey because their oven is smaller. It had to be able to fit. So that was one of the best things in my life to be able to do. I look at what I have been blessed with. Like I said, I don't have a ton of money, but I am on this earth because God wants me here. I've had some health issues over the last 6 years, and there's got to be a reason why I'm here. Got to be. And I'm thinking I need to start doing things for others. And that's where I came about. And that's when I found out how much the turkey was at this certain location. Friends and friend, everybody talks. So I went there. I thought I'd have to buy $50 worth of groceries or whatever. But no, I was able to get it very inexpensive for the size that they needed. Let's get back to pennies. My apologies. Still part of the story, but um, let's see if we can go a little deeper, get more information here. Again, you have I'm just beginning to look into the benefits of some of these pennies that are after 1982 that are mostly zinc with little copper coating, right? And I'm seeing that it is a high power probability that you're going to possibly, if you get into it deep enough, find some pennies that are going to be worth something. You don't have to look for a 1943 that was stamped out of copper and found out that it wasn't a steel penny with zinc coating or nickel coating, whatever it was that year. I forgot what it was, but I'm sure someone can leave a comment in the comment section. I would really appreciate it because that is something that we should know our history, especially about the penny. The penny is one of the most important beginnings of our times. This is my opinion. I mean, you can go with whatever you want to go with, but I don't know if many people even know this, but that we used to have a half cent. Obviously, many, many years ago. That was because we needed something where inflation wasn't really a problem. Um, so you had to be able to get as low as you could and still go to the store and pick up 4 or 5 things for a half a cent. You know, maybe not 4 or 5, but you could get more than one thing. A piece of candy, maybe a drink or something, for a kid. It was very, very easy to pay for something back then than it is nowadays. You can't take a penny and get anything. It's pretty much worthless. Nothing comes to my mind of what you could buy for a penny. One item, nothing. Nothing comes to mind. But again, if you'd like to leave a comment in the comment section, I would appreciate it. Let's see if we can get a little more, because this Thanksgiving Day video, I want to be a little more information for you. Oh, many other countries have stopped making pennies a long time ago. This country progressed with making pennies. Even though the mint stopped totally just a couple days ago, of making the penny, they slowly started stopping late spring, early summer, I believe. So this was a plan from day one. Now, I believe it was $56 million to mint the amount of pennies that they mint every year. And when a penny costs over 3 cents to make one penny, this is something that should have been cut off a long time ago, don't you think? Paying for something like this, where $56 million can go into some incredible things, real things, not some of the made up things that actually kick back to certain government officials. At least that's the way we're hearing it. Will we ever know the truth? I don't know. But guess what could be next? The nickel. I believe nickels, because they cost a whole lot more money than the 5 cents is on the face of that nickel. Well, I hope you have a great holiday. And again, be safe. God bless.